morning. One of the things that I love about teaching a class that's actually live and in front of me is that they can inspire me to have to do some hard thinking when they ask difficult questions. And that makes me have to think and pray and figure out things for myself so that I can share them with others. And I just love that process. At our Bible study last Wednesday night, our online Bible study, we were talking about the concept of justice. And one of the questions that was raised, or the comments that was raised, was that in our world there are lots of different cultures, and different cultures have different understandings of what justice is, and that can make it really hard, particularly for a culture like our own that is multicultural, if we don't all agree on the definition of justice. And I didn't give a great answer to that the other night, and I don't know that I have a great answer even now, but I thought about a story that was powerful for me at one time, still is powerful for me, and I want to share that story with you because it really does come into line with what we've been talking about in the Bible study as well. A number of years ago, my home church commissioned me to come up with a dramatic portrayal of some person in the world, some Christian in the world who was being persecuted. And I had just been with some missionaries who were missionaries to the Lampangese people who live on the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. And I got in touch with them and said, I need to do this dramatic portrayal of someone. I need some help. And they gave me some stories and some help. And I wrote up a script, and then I got it to them, and they helped correct it and make sure that it was all just right. And as a part of that dramatic proposal, dramatic presentation, I told this story. The Lampangese people are very proud people, and their concept of justice is tied in very much into the concept of honor. And if you dishonor me, then I've been treated unjustly, and it doesn't take a lot to hit that level of feeling like you've been dishonored. And this missionary couple was living in the neighborhood with other people. All of the rest of the neighbors were all Lampangese. And one afternoon, late in the day at dinner time, one of the houses nearby had a large propane gas cylinder outside, probably used for cooking or whatever. And due to some defect in the cylinder or some bad way they had it connected or whatever, the cylinder exploded. And it blew up part of their house and damaged and injured some of the people who were inside the house, but it also damaged some of the area houses as well there in the neighborhood. It blew out windows, and shrapnel flew and hurt houses and maybe some other things. And that was an affront to people's honor, because their houses had been damaged, and this perhaps inattention or some kind of liability that the propane cylinder had caused was seen to be an affront to their honor. And so the family who owned the propane cylinder in the house, they were standing around bloody and dazed, and the neighbors all came out furious and yelling at them, "You will pay for this, you will have to take care of this." And there was no compassion whatsoever for the family. And the missionary couple was watching this, and they immediately went over, took blankets and towels, and began trying to help them with their wounds. And they took them into their house so they could get out of the fire of all these other people who were yelling at them and screaming at them. And they offered them mercy. And the family asked them, "Why are you giving us mercy? Your house also was damaged." And the couple explained, because we are disciples of Jesus Christ, and He gives mercy to those who need mercy, and we're not worried about our house. We can fix that. We're more worried about you. When we follow the way of Christ, definitions of justice don't matter quite so much anymore, do they? And that might not fix the way that we as a country figure out how we're going to write laws and that kind of thing, but it certainly has a difference in how you and I might live our lives. So I invite you this day to live your life with justice, the kind of justice that Jesus offers, which is transformative justice, which is reformative justice, reforms people, and which is a justice that offers mercy and grace before it tries to seek restitution. We can do this because indeed Jesus Christ has come to be with us, and God is with us.